We all know the term science. Some of us probably know that the S of science is the S in STEM: science, technology, engineering and maths. Careers in STEM are the driving force behind Ireland's innovation. They help the country generate new ideas, new companies, new industries and attracting multinational investment. According to the European Commission, demand for STEM professionals and associate professionals is expected to grow by around 8% between now and 2025, much higher than the average 3% growth forecast for all occupations. Studying STEM subjects opens doors to a range of exciting jobs, from the most complex research and development and leadership positions to production, repair, marketing, sales, and other jobs that require varying levels of knowledge of science or technology. We could dedicate a whole programme to simply looking at all the different type of courses within the School of Health and Science and the vast array of careers on the other side of your qualification. But we're going to just focus on two for the moment. I'm joined by Ariane Van Rossum, Head of the Department of Life and Health Sciences, and by Sean Kilroy, Programme Director for Health and Physical Activity. So thank you so much, Ariane and Sean, for joining me. I really appreciate it. Ariane, I'm going to start with you. Just say I'm a student, studying some or all of the sciences to Leaving Cert, and I'm enjoying them, but I'm confused, by the array of courses within the area of life and health sciences. What would your advice be to me?
I would say to look at the options that you have out there, but there's a great mix of courses within DKIT that you can actually go on to. So we have a bioscience degree, so that's a 3-year program. Pharmaceutical science degree, that's also a 3-year program. And then honours degree in science with 2 award options, so that's a 4-year program. And all of those would give you several options of going into the area of science and different opportunities for ending up in a suitable position.
Yeah. So here in DKIT, we're surrounded by a number of pharmaceutical companies. We got Wuxi, we got Almac here in Dundalk, we got Norbrook and Nuri as well. Apart from working in the lab, what other career routes are there for a science graduate?
Yeah, so there's a multitude of different areas that you can end up working. People traditionally think of a pharmaceutical company and working in the manufacturing side of things, but there's other sides available as well. So within labs, you can go into manufacturing, but also into research. You can go into quality testing. You can go into the environmental sector and work for the environmental sampling, for example, work with the councils. And pretty much any company now needs an environmental officer as part of their setup.
There's a number of different and varied routes for a science graduate to go, but in your opinion, Ariane, what characteristics make a great student in this area?
If you enjoy science, like you said, if you're doing it in Leaving Cert, or you have thought about it and you like analysing and learning about how things work, that's a great place to start if you're thinking of a science programme.
Right. Sean, you're the Programme Director for Health and Physical Activity. Tell us a little bit about your course.
The Health and Physical Activity is a fantastic course with people who have an interest and passion for sport, exercise and science. It's kind of got 3 unique selling points. If you would like to go into further study, use it as a stepping stone. So a lot of our graduates have kind of gone on to study nutrition or dietetics. Some of it use it kind of as a gateway to physiotherapy, as a master's in physiotherapy. And then other routes like strength and conditioning or health promotion have been really kind of unique selling points for the course. Other graduates have kind of went on to open up their own gyms or working in health and leisure centres. Again, health promotion units with the HSE. But yeah, have done really, really well from graduating.
Amazing. Could you describe what the perfect, HPA student would be like?
I think a love and passion for sport, exercise, health, nutrition. I think all streams of health promotion, from children, working with children, learning simple fundamental movement skills through up to adolescents, to adults, and then also for older adults. Physical activity is so important in older adult generation. A lot of research would focus on older adults reaching the recommended guidelines through aerobic activities, resistance training, balance training, and all that kind of to keep them independent for as long as they can.
And Sean, do you leave the course with any professional qualification?
Yeah, I think that's one of the most unique selling points to the course. During the 4-year degree, you pick up professional qualifications in fitness instruction in year 1 and 2, circuit training again in year 2, and then the opportunity to become a qualified personal trainer, which is universally recognised, over the world.
There's so many different aspects of it. I'm curious though, why would you choose this course in DKIT as opposed to another college?
I think there's a couple of different avenues for it. The mix of practical based content and also lecture based content. Also in year 3 you do a full-time semester 2 placement, and then placements kind of give people a real feel for the workforce and where they may want to go thereafter. And then also in 4th year as well, you go to specialised placement sites, which really kind of gives you a feel for what the course can offer after you graduate.
Right, okay. So talk to me a little bit about the health and physical activity. What sort of modules will I be studying if I was to take up that course?
Starting off in year 1, you kind of get a scientific basis for anatomy and physiology and biochemistry, introduction to nutrition in year 1. Year 2 is kind of more interesting for this kind of sports graduates, where we go into lab and field-based testing. So testing VO2 max, aerobic capacity for kind of elite athletes, and field-based measures for, you know, strength, 1 rep max testing in the gym also is really, really important, you know, for, you know, the strength and conditioning if that's the route you want to take.